What is up, guys? Beancrew49 here. We are back on the Desolation map, and we find ourselves back in the ghetto yet again. In the ghetto, I'm back, guys. I could never leave. It was never in my power. Okay, we're back in the ghetto because I want to do some more ghetto work, as you all know. Those of you who've been following the thing, if you're following me, then you know that I'm in the ghetto for one specific reason, and that is to finish up Access Chemicals. I started Access Chemicals. I go finish Access Chemicals. I want to get this done, maybe even before I move back to Chinatown. I got a fickle mentality, friends. My my creativity wants to come out in so many different ways. Sometimes it's like I'm only gonna work on Chinatown. So other times I'm only gonna work on the ghetto. Anyway, there's a lot of work to do here still, but I wanted to bring you in on it because I've discovered something about this build that I, to be honest with you, didn't quite anticipate. And that is that I have created a Parkour Paradise. Okay, this is not even close to finished. There's going to be a lot of more stuff here. There's going to be a lot more equipment here. I don't know what kind of equipment, but equipment here. Oh, yeah, I'm just going to break stuff, I guess. Long way to go. Let me get on the juice. Long way to go here, but very quickly, I want to show you what kind of parkour we got here. It's amazing. Like, you can get to all sorts of parts of this place. I've only worked on the exteriors, so there's going to be a whole other world inside and the interiors. But check out the parkour. Imagine PvP. Look at this one. Imagine PvP on this place. You got a bow and an arrow. And you can get to all these. Oh, not if the game stutters like that. But you can get to all these places. It's just really cool. And I can't wait to PvP on this thing. It's going to be so much fun. Nope. That was a bad one. Let me try that again. I want to know if that's possible. Seems like it could be. What do you guys think? That looks possible to me. Yeah. Oh, I think I jumped a little bit too early there. So we'll see. It's going to take some practice, obviously. It's going to take a lot of practice. Now, maybe it is. Maybe it's not. I don't know. Anyway, that's the idea here, guys. It's going to be intense PvP, hot guy-on-guy PvP action. And there's all sorts of pipes. This is a pipe. One person asked me in the comment section, or one person said, that pillar looks awful. I think it was referring to this one. It's not a pillar. It's supposed to be a copper pipe. I think this is the closest block I've got to copper. So we got all this piping going around. You know, they're just pumping sewage from... It's not sewage. This is chemicals. From one vat to the next and mixing it. And then it goes in the next vat. And yeah, so I am thinking about chemicals. But more importantly, I'm thinking about parkour here. The Parkour Paradise. All sorts of places. And we're not done yet. There's going to be so many more pipes going out of this place that the exterior is going to be a pipe dream, really. And then the pipes will move to the interior, so the parkour will continue inside. I put some vats up here. I don't know if I'm going to fill this with sludge or water or slime. I don't know, something. But think of the PvP here. Jump shots, right? Jump shots. Pew, pew, pew. Alright, it's going to be cool, my friends. I don't think you can jump to that one, though. Yeah, but there's still a ladder. This freeway is really cramping my style. This freeway is just right here. But like I said in the previous video, I've wanted to build Access Chemicals so badly. I almost did it, guys. I almost just said no. It doesn't belong under a freeway. But, you know, I had to build it. I just had to. I love Batman with Michael Keaton. I had to pay homage in some way. Some small way. Access Chemicals. That's how I'm going to do it. And I posted the picture. You guys, should I post it again? I'll post it one more time just so you can see. Let me get a before and after. There you go. As the juice starts to fade. I mean, I guess I gotta work on it still. But you get the idea. One other thing that I've gone and done here is I want to have an underground car park. A car park. And that's what this is going to be. This is very early in the stages. I've got a lot of work to do down here. But I wanted to build a fairly large size car park. Where I've laid the bedrock. Like, this is bedrock. And this is bedrock I've added. I wanted to do one up so I could do like signs on the floor. Like handicap things and stuff like that. But this is going to be a lot larger than it is now. I just like to do these car parks underground, and it gives a sense of realism. Like, where do all these employees put their cars? You know, they have to drive to work, and there's not a lot of parking space on the Desolation map, simply because, you know, I wanted to include as much gameplay on the world as it possibly could. And yes, I could have made, you know, Coveton a little bit more realistic, like wider roads and more parking lots, and that would have been more realistic, but it would take away from the gameplay, because I've crammed in as many gameplay elements into this map as I can possibly stomach. Right? There's as many buildings as I can possibly put. And I did that because each building is an opportunity to explore, an opportunity to PvP, an opportunity to be immersed in the story. A parking lot doesn't tell you much, right? It might be fun for PvP, but you've seen one parking lot, you've seen them all, right? So that's why I wanted to kind of reduce the amount of parking lots above ground. But we got all this space below grounds. That's most of the car parks in the Desolation map are underground. This is going to be a stairwell. I'm sorry I'm working on boring stuff here, but you know, someone's got to do it, right? And I think it could be beneficial to show you guys how to do a stairwell in a confined space. This is how I've been doing it, but there's so many different ways to do stairs, and I feel like it's one of those parts of Minecraft that it's actually kind of hard to learn how to do a stairwell. You wouldn't think, but a lot of people just, I don't know. I have to build my stairwells in such a small space, guys. That's my problem. That you know, it's kind of like a challenge. Every time I do a building, it's like, where am I going to put this stairwell? I have so much like grandiose ideas for interiors that you know, I forget that I need to put stairs somewhere, right? So this is going to go all the way up, I think. Of course, it'll let you off at various floors. There'll be different floors in here. Here's the inside. So there's going to be vats of chemicals in here. Maybe offices here. Not 100% sure. The interior's still open. We'll see. But, you know, the interior played a big part in the movie. So what maybe I'll do is I'll look up some pictures of the movie. Because that's where the Joker, you know, fell into the vat. It was in Axis Chemicals. That's how he became the Joker, because of this place. So, needless to say, like, if I'm going to pay homage to the Batman, then I've got to really go hard on the interior as well. I don't want to destroy the plot, but I think he was sent into... Jack Napier was sent into Axis Chemicals to steal some files. But it turns out to be, it was a setup by his boss, because his boss wanted him dead because he thought he was cheating with his girlfriend. And the police came, and there was a shootout, and then the Batman came, and then there was an accident, and Jack Napier falls into a vat of chemicals, and then everyone thinks that he's dead. But he manages to get out, and he calls a surgeon, and the surgeon does like emergency surgery, but his face is jacked up, and jacked up by chemicals, and it's hurt his personality a little bit. Okay, he's changed his personality just a tad. I don't know what kind of chemicals those were, but there must have been some good ones, because they made for one of the best villains of, you know, movie history. The Joker, you know, in comic books is interesting, right? But I think Jack Nicholson really brought him to life in a way that was so unique. Of course, then Heath Ledger did his own little thing, and it was a lot darker. So I'm not saying one's better than the other, but they're very different imaginings of the Joker. So it's hard to judge the two, but I really like Jack Nicholson a lot. The way he portrayed the Joker. It was just funny. You know, the Joker's supposed to make you laugh, and Heath Ledger did make you laugh, I guess. I don't know how I got these scars, but for a different reason. He was just kind of creepy. I'm just a dog chasing cars. I wouldn't know what to do with one if I caught one. Oh, I don't know. I haven't built any homages to the newer Batman series, so maybe that tells us something about where I'm at. No, I love the new Batmans. I really do. I think they're awesome, but they're just so dark that it's not quite the same as Tim Burton. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so we got that. Obviously, we're gonna need some stylings. What kind of stylings do we need here? I kind of want to like do something like this, but that might be a little too fluffy for a chemical plant. Is this does this make sense like this? I kind of like it. Does that make sense? Oops. I don't know. No cuts today. I'm just wanted to show you the Parkour Paradise. It's just, I can't wait for you guys to come PvP on this thing. It's going to be PvP heaven. Oh my goodness, so much jumping. And I can't wait to integrate the interior with the exterior. So, you know, you're jumping on the exterior, right? And then you can parkour to the inside. And inside there's more parkour. But don't get dropped into a vat, because the vat's going to have some sludge in it. It's going to be hard for you to get out. Might even do some damage. So how could I put damage in the vat? I could use those hot glowstone blocks, right? What are they called? I forgot what they're called. I don't even know where they are in the menus. Where are they? There they are. Magma blocks. Aha, that's what we're gonna go for. Maybe, I don't know. I don't want them to cause light, but then again, we're in a chemical factory, so you know there's a lot of chemical reactions going on that might cause some fire. So yeah, I might put some of those in the vats. We will see. Not 100% sure, but it's a possibility. Anyway, I think I've taken up enough of your time today. I'm going to work off camera and get a lot more done here before I show you this again. Probably get started on the interiors would be my guess. And get this part finished and get this fleshed out a little bit more. Show you, I need something here. Probably another cylinder of some kind. More PvP opportunities. Oh, it's going to be so cool. Look how fast this went up though. And it's not even done, but it looks like it's done, but it's not. There's gonna be more detail, more sludge, more slime, more everything, more. Then I gotta finish this freeway, and then one day we will start in this airport, guys. One day, maybe next Christmas, we'll start on this airport. I got a lot of space for airport. I'm not really sure if I'm gonna do runway yet. Do you think I should do a runway? I'm not 100% stoked on a runway, because like I said, runway is just empty space. There's not a whole lot of PvP. There's nothing to loot and scavenge on a runway. It's just emptiness, and it takes up space from the looting and the falutin and the scavenging, and we don't want that. Okay, so that is going to be the episode for today. Welcome to my Parkour Paradise. I'm sure you guys are going to come play on this soon, and if not, you can just wait for it to be downloadable. Why is this like that? Perfection is the name of the game. Anyway, I want to thank you guys for watching. I want to thank you for leaving a like if you enjoyed this video. It really lets me know that you enjoyed it. So please give me those likes. I love the likes. It's just so heartwarming to see likes. Subscribe if you haven't already. And of course, put a comment in the comment section if you have anything to say, any questions, comments, or suggestions for what to build here. Any aesthetic ideas or any ideas for the interiors would be greatly appreciated. And I'd love to hear what you guys have to say about that. All right, that's going to do it for me. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Happy Minecrafting. Peace.